Hi guys, it's Ray, and I have a book haul because I bought a few books. Well, I didn't buy all the ones that I'm going to show you. Some are borrowed, some I'm just showing you because I went to a book event and they're now signed, which is all kinds of yay. And yeah, books! It looks like a lot, it's not that bad. It really is not that bad, but I will have to go on a book buying ban after this month. April is going to have to be like, no books. No. And like for most of May. Maybe like a month and a half, because there's books coming out in May that I kind of really want / need. So that might have to change things. But for now, these are the books that I've got for the latter half of March. I shall first off show you one that I actually won. There was a Twitter competition being run by John Murray Learning. It's a sort of non-fiction, I don't know if it's the imprint themselves or if they just do certain bits. I'm not sure. I don't know whether they're part of Hodder, or I think they might be part of Hodder, because Hodder retweeted the tweet. And basically they had a load of sort of various kind of teach yourself books that sort of basically tweet them, say which one you wanted to win, and you might have won it. And I won. I won this book on linguistics, A Complete Introduction, which I know it seems random, but I kind of, because I study languages, and when I was at uni I did a sort of module on like social linguistics, which I found quite interesting, and so I thought, hey, linguistics, because it's about like sort of how kind of like sort of like grammar and semantics and syntax and how sort of languages change over time, and like how it's a lot focused on kind of speaking languages rather than like the written systems, because a lot of languages didn't really have writing systems, so you can't really sort of track how they changed through that. But I had that, and that was quite interesting. So throw my interest right across the room. Well done, Rachel. But yes, and the next books I'm trying to remember which ones I got in what order I got them. This next chunk I bought last weekend when I went to Gloucester with the family, because it was my sister's birthday, and we went to like Gloucester and Tewkesbury for shits and giggles, really. But I went into Gloucester Waterstones and bought books because I have a problem. But I got 3 books, and I got Cold Spell by Jackson Pearce. This is like the 4th book in her kind of like fairy tales, Sisters Red kind of series. But they changed the covers halfway through, so I've got Sisters Red and Sweetly in those hardbacks, and then I've got Fathomless in that style, and I've now got Cold Spell. And I've heard that Cold Spell, I think, has actually gone out of print, at least in America, so I was like, I feel like I need to get a copy of this. And also, when I opened it, in there, I realised there's a quote from Jess's review in there, so I was like, yeah, 20's in the book, I'm gonna get it, because that's what I do. I also got The Winter's Crime by Marie Rutkoski. People might know that I fucking loved Winter's Curse, and it actually sent me into a sort of book hangover so bad I was doubting my own damn novel. So I'm super excited for this. Although it's kind of strange how the UK cover, that we've gone for the red dress, not the blue dress. Because I think, because with the other one being like a purple, I think blue might have looked good as well, because Jess has got the blue version because she got the US hardback of Winter's Curse, so she's got the US editions, I've got the UK editions. So those, it's just, oh my god, it's so good. Oh my god, it's like just black pages inside. That's really cool. Bloomsbury. Oh, it's for Christine Cashaw. Oh, map! I forgot this. I looked in here. There's a map. There's a freaking map, y'all. Oh my god, I love maps. Yeah. Corner, what are you doing? Bent corner, stop that. Yes, and the last book I got was Prudence by Gail Carriger. This is the first book in the new Custard Protocol series, which is basically, if you read the Soulless series, you will know, by the end of it, you will know who Prudence is. But this is basically following her adventures, which is much fun, and I love that this has got like kind of velvety texture covers, which I really like. I really, really love Gail Carriger's books. All of her books that are set in like this, like the Soulless universe, are just fantastic. And she usually gets really excellent steampunky covers. So yeah, I now get to read this, tide me over until the next finishing school book. It's like, I need something after waistcoats and weaponry. So I have this. Yay! So those were the ones I bought from that. I managed to use like sort of £7 of my Waterstones points to buy that. So buy some of these. So I was like, yeah, because none of them were buy one get one half price. Although yesterday when we went to Birmingham, this was in a buy one get one half price. So it's like, damn it. But anyway, also that arrived during the week from the Book Depository because I needed this edition because of reasons. Is Shadowscale by Rachel Hartman. It's finally here. I've been waiting 3 fucking years for this book. 3 years. I mean, it's a wait equivalent to like my Tamora Pierce books. But oh my god, I'm so happy. And because I mean, Seraphina, I have read Seraphina about 5 times since it came out in 2012. That's a record. I read it 3 times in 2012 alone, and then I think I've reread it both every year since then because it's so amazing. I love that book so much. I reread it like last week. I reread it while I was in going to Tewkesbury in Gloucester. But this is the US edition of Shadowscale because it's super shiny. You can it's difficult to see on my camera, but you can see there's like a kind of pearlescent shine that the UK cover doesn't have. So meh. But also the UK hardback's bigger, and this is the same size as my Seraphina one. I think I haven't put them together. But yes, so I have this, and I'm so excited. Yay. So I have that. And now we're on to the stuff from yesterday, because yesterday me and Jess went down to Birmingham for another book event, because they just keep having loads. It's great. We went to see Marie V. Schneider, which is amazing, because both me and Jess have like been reading her books since like 2008 maybe. We spent like a good sort of 10-15 minutes like discussing like, when the hell did we get onto her books, because Poison Study came out in the UK and only in like 2007, so it's like it's the very latest like 8 years. But then it was like but we only sort of kind of got to know each other in 2008, like sort of September, October 2008, so it's like it can't have been 2007 unless I read them first and then told her about them. It's like, when did we get onto it? But yeah, so it's basically been about like sort of 7 years or so that we've been reading Maria's books, and between the both of us, we both have like almost all of Maria's books, barring one. So we didn't take all of them with us to get signed, because then we'd been having to take the trolley, and that's a little bit too much. So we both took like the study series and the new one. So I've got like we were saying like how like compared to Shadow Study and our other books, they're like so kind of yellowed now, it's ridiculous. But yeah, got books signed, it's so amazing, gotta love. And it was really great hearing us talk and stuff about how apparently it was the UK Mira publishers asking about like a map for the study books, and basically Maria just like drew that herself, and then they put it in there like that, and she was like, I was expecting them to get an art department to make it all fancy looking. I would have put more effort in if I'd known. And it's just like hilarious. So yeah. And she for the Aria Kazan book, she prepared and did a decent one and made it all fancy schmancy and everything. So, and God, I read this not long before we went, and although it's if you've not read, you don't have to have read all the other ones, but it does definitely help, because there's a lot of stuff in here referencing the Glass trilogy that I can't remember, because I've not reread the Glass trilogy since like it came out like 2009, 2010, so I need a reread of that to make sense of stuff. But yes, got those books and got a couple of pictures of me and Jess with Maria, which was pretty awesome. But yes, the other books, I also bought 2 books because I was going with the whole intention of trying to find a book that I made sure I didn't buy in Gloucester, because in case I was hoping Birmingham would have signed copies. They didn't, unless I was going to buy the hardcover, but I've got the paperback of the other one, so I went, but Half Wild by Sally Green. I actually read this in December because my branch of Waterstones that I was working in got an ARC, and I was like, it's only a few days, it's only like a bit before Christmas, and I'm going to be leaving just after Christmas, can I borrow it please? So I borrowed it and I read it in December, and it was like, so good, so good. Oh, but now I have a finished copy, so that's like, yay! And this has also got Half Lies in it, which is good. but I just love the kind of the typography, just the layout and the typography is just, it's amazing. It's so amazing. And also the story. Because Nathan, woo. But yeah, I love the bright colours of this. But I'm going to be taking that off soon, because Jess says it is, I think they must have been on there for a long time, because they bitch to get off, I think. So I got that, and also in the Buy One Get Half Price, I got Half a King by Joe Abercrombie, because I've not read any Joe Abercrombie, and he seems like somebody that I probably should read some of, and I don't it's kind of one of the things, a lot of the fantasy authors I like are women. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, frankly. Fuck yeah, should keep doing that. But I feel like occasionally I need to intersperse the odd bloke, because otherwise it looks very samey. It's like, yeah, I'm just having all of the women writers, which, like, I mean, I've got several kind of male fantasy writers. Just from here I can see my fantasy bookshelf, and I can see sort of Brent Weeks, George R. R. Martin, Garth Nix, Christopher Paolini, Philip Pullman, David Eddings. I can see quite a few male authors, but I just haven't, just majority of the ones I read are women. I also really liked how the ones I bought, although this is a lot less orange than it seems to look on there, just like the really bright coloured spines, which I quite liked. But yes, and also another thing I bought, which probably shouldn't have, but why not? Went to Smith's and I bought some more watercolour pencils. I do have my sister's going to watch this and go, but you've got some. Yes, you've got them. I haven't. They were mine. You've got them. But this has got a 36 in, and because for colouring, I need loads more greens. Because there's like 6 different greens in here. And because it's very difficult trying to like just keep using the same 3 colour greens to colour stuff. It gets very, very annoying. So I bought those. Jess bought more colouring stuff than me. That's what I'm saying that. Also, I borrowed some books off Jess, which I'm very excited for. The first one that she's lending me is Monster by C.J. Skews. I'm a big C.J. Fangirl. I was like really fangirl and flaily at YLC when I met her last year, and I was super excited when Jess said she's got an arc. And what's even more insane is the fact that inside the front cover, where we have praise for C.J. Skews, we've got a couple of authors. We've got Catherine Ford, Kevin Brooks, and then we've got some newspaper reviewers and bookseller. There's Jenny from Wondrous Reads, and then down the bottom, there's this idiot in the Library of Lady Violet blog. This idiot. I have a quote in this book. It's amazing. I'm inside the front cover. What? Because there was a quote from because I reviewed Pretty Bad Things of CJ's back in 2011 after I read it, and I was just in love with that because it was not a very good time. It was just after my granddad had died, and I was pretty upset and pretty fucking angry. And then I read sort of Pretty Bad Things, which is also very, very angry, and I was just like, I'm in love with Paige. It's amazing. And I was just, and so my review is like, my crew's like, batshit crazy awesome, full of sass and sweet tooth criminality. That's CJ, you rock. I'm like, to this day, I'm so proud of that line. Sweet tooth criminality is just fucking awesome. But yeah, I'm super excited to read this. It sounds creepy as hell, and feel like it's going to be reading with the lights on kind of thing. But it doesn't come out until like September, October time, so I've got to wait until then to get a finished cover. And I realised as I was looking at it, because I was like seeing shiny stuff, there's like just some shiny blobs down there, and it's like, I can see the beast. Oh god, that's good. I really like that. So yes, I'm super excited for that. So thanks Jess for lending me that, and I'll have to write a fucking review. I need to write an actual review. The next book she's lent me is The Unbound by Victoria Schwab, because I read The Archived and I was like really liked it, and so this will soon once I've read this, I'll just have to like read The Near Witch, and then I'll have read all of Victoria Schwab's books. Then I'll just have to buy physical copies of them all at some point. But yes, I've got that, and also The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pierce. And yes, well done dragging that out, Rachel. Well done, you did a great job of that. But yes, because Jess, this sounded really, really good. And oh my god, look at some map end pages. Map end pages, y'all! That is so cool. And I just love Oh, it's like a little crest thing embossed into the cover. I really like that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. So I've got those to read. So yes, those are all the books that I have. And now I've got to be a really good girl and not buy anything until like mid-May when we go to see Sarah J Maas in Derby. She's gonna be in Derby, it's amazing. Excuse you, postbox. Rude. But yes, so excited for that. So yes, no more books for me until May. Can we do this? I've got to do it. I also need to get rid of some books. I've got a lot of books I need to kind of just cull out some books. Otherwise, my boyfriend's gonna just like, no more books, not allowed. You can't gotta get rid of some before you can have some more. So we might have to do that. But yes, this is getting quite long, and I'm sorry. But this is probably the last one you're gonna see for a while. So it's just, what you gonna do? I got this new hoodie from Gap when we're in Gloucester. It's so comfy. It's amazing. It's a bloke's hoodie, but it's just like, it's so squishy. But yes, now to go and do some work or watch Once Upon a Time. Yes, we'll see. But anyway, I hope you're having a good Friday. It's Friday. I don't understand that. It feels midweeky. But anyways, I shall see you soon. Bye.